Silence. It is a weapon, a shield, a choice. But there are moments when silence is no longer wisdom, it is cowardice. The Stoics knew this well. They understood that words, spoken with precision and purpose, can shape fate, dismantle tyranny, and fortify the soul. There are times when you must speak, not for vanity, not for applause, but because the weight of your silence would shackle you to regret. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. And sometimes to be one, you must speak." These are the 5 moments when silence is a betrayal, when to remain mute is to surrender your own soul. Listen carefully, because one day you will be tested. 1. When injustice stands before you. There is a moment in every life when injustice reveals itself, raw, unmasked, demanding submission. Most people lower their gaze, whisper that it is not their battle and step aside. But a Stoic does not cower before tyranny, nor does he lend it his silence. Seneca wrote, "He who does not prevent a crime when he can encourages it," and history echoes this truth. Every great evil that has ever plagued mankind did so not just because of the wicked, but because of the silent. When you see cruelty, deceit, or oppression, your voice is a weapon, not for chaos, not for vengeance, but for truth. Speak not to prove your righteousness, but because to remain silent is to live a lie. 2. When your principles are challenged. What is a man without his principles? A vessel drifting aimlessly, enslaved to the winds of public opinion. Epictetus taught that external circumstances do not define us. It is our response to them that shapes our fate. And yet, many abandon their convictions the moment they are tested. You will be tempted to remain silent when the world mocks your discipline, your values, your pursuit of virtue. But this is the precise moment when you must speak, not in anger, not in arrogance, but in unwavering clarity. A Stoic does not argue to conquer others, he speaks to remain undefeated by himself. 3. When falsehood dominates the room. The world is full of empty words, hollow voices that echo falsehoods until they sound like truth. Lies, when left unchallenged, do not simply persist, they metastasize. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, taught that philosophy is not a pursuit of comfort, it is a pursuit of truth. And truth, like a blade, must sometimes be unsheathed. When deception rules the room, when the weak are led astray, when the powerful manipulate reality, this is when a Stoic must speak. Not with rage, but with reason. Not with arrogance, but with unshakable conviction. A life in silence while falsehood reigns is not life, it is submission. 4. When someone you love walks into darkness. A Stoic is not cold. He does not turn away from the suffering of those he loves. True, we do not control others, but we are not absolved of responsibility to them. When someone you love is consumed by self-destruction, by vice, by weakness, by despair, silence is not wisdom, it is surrender. Seneca reminds us, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. And sometimes to help another live, you must be willing to speak, even when your words will be met with resistance. You will not always save them, you will not always be heard. But a Stoic does not measure his duty by the outcome, he measures it by whether he had the courage to act. 5. When you know the truth, but fear speaking it. Fear is the great silencer. Fear of rejection, fear of consequence, fear of standing alone. But the foundation of Stoicism is this: memento mori. Remember, you will die. And when that moment comes, will you regret the words you left unsaid? Truth unspoken is truth wasted, and a wasted truth is a wasted life. There will come a time when you know the truth, when it burns within you, demanding voice, and yet you will hesitate. This is the moment that defines you. Will you be ruled by fear, or will you embody the wisdom of the Stoics, unshaken, unwavering, unafraid? The final challenge. A Stoic does not speak for the sake of noise. He does not engage in idle chatter or mindless debates. His words are precise, disciplined, and necessary. But when the moment calls for speech, when the weight of silence would betray his soul, he does not hesitate. He does not waver. There are words you will be called to speak in your lifetime. Some will be small, some will shake the ground beneath you. When that moment comes, do not let fear silence you, for the world does not need more silence. It needs more voices that speak, not for applause, not for power, but because the truth must be spoken. Stand firm, speak wisely, live as the Stoics lived.